Hi everyone, and welcome to Noodle Journey. Last video I reviewed Trader Joe's Taiwanese squiggly noodles, and so today I am consolidating my other recent Trader Joe's noodle purchases into one video. Because, well, do I really need to devote 3 separate videos to these? Nah. So here we are today with all 3 instant ramen soup cups that Trader Joe's currently sells. Miso, spicy miso, and chicken flavor. Like I mentioned in that last video, Trader Joe's works with other like-minded companies to manufacture their products with the Trader Joe's branding on the packaging. So these are sold exclusively in Trader Joe's stores, and they cost $1.69 at my Trader Joe's, which is not a bad price for a cup of instant noodles, although these do feel pretty light, so they probably aren't going to be very filling. Good thing I've got 3. Not a whole lot to say about a simple cup product, so let's just get right into checking sodium and ingredients in these. The miso has 860 milligrams of sodium, spicy miso is 850 milligrams, and chicken is 800 milligrams. So if you found your way to this video looking for Trader Joe's reviews and you're not overly familiar with instant noodles, I promise you that these sodium levels may seem high, but compared to similar noodle products, they are actually below average. Instant noodles are just salty. You can't escape that. So let's open these up one at a time and we'll talk ingredients. So I'm going to start with the plain miso flavor. So these do come with a block of noodles, a broth powder. Oh no. This is the same oil packet that they use in Mike's Mighty Good Ramen. Oh, what the fuck? Hi everyone, and welcome to Noodle Journey, and today, since I have been hornswoggled by Trader Joe's, I am apparently, unbeknownst to me, reviewing Mike's Mighty Good Ramen miso, spicy miso, and chicken flavors. Yes, as I have just learned, Mike's Mighty Good Ramen is apparently the co-manufacturer of Trader Joe's noodle cups. You know what? Actually, I'm only going to review the miso and the spicy miso. This chicken cup has the same ingredients as the one I reviewed with the Mike's branding way back in episode 3A, and it was relatively unimpressive with a 2 out of 10 score overall. So this is going to be a snack for my daughter the next time she wants noodles. Away with you. If you watched my earlier episodes, or any of the ones up till now, you'll know I'm kind of blah on Mike's Mighty Good Ramen products. Their portions are laughable for the price point, and their broths have some nice flavor and consistency, but are ultimately hampered by a strange noodle texture. On the plus side, while you might pay upwards of $3 for one of these at a regular supermarket chain, these are only $1.69 at Trader Joe's. So if you do like Mike's and you have a Trader Joe's nearby, buy them there and save yourself some money. You know, in fact, since the price point for the chicken one is roughly $1.5 less than it is at other supermarkets, I'm going to add 1.5 points to my original 2 out of 10 score to give it a 3.5 out of 10 overall. If you must buy Mike's Chicken Ramen Cup, buy it from Trader Joe's with their branding. And away with you again. The ingredients in the miso and the spicy miso flavors are pretty standard. They both have this small, unyielding mass of noodles. And in the broth powder is an unspecified color of miso. I'm going to guess red based on the image, along with onion, garlic, and mushroom powder. The regular miso also has added seaweed, and the spicy one has a tomato powder and what appears to be Mike's version of a spicy togarashi seasoning, which means sesame seeds, orange peel, and chili pepper. Also poppy seeds for some reason. That's kind of odd. These both also have a seasoning oil, which is just sunflower oil and sesame oil. I'm pretty sure these are both vegan, if that matters to you. Just double check me in case I'm wrong. What is a little bit interesting is that Mike's doesn't make a spicy miso variety with their own branding, at least not listed anywhere on their website that I just checked. Which means I think this spicy miso cup is exclusive to Trader Joe's and is not available anywhere else. I guess that's potentially good news if you're a fan of good old Mike. So without further delay, let me steep these and get to the reviews. Basically, boil some water, fill to the inside line, and cover them for an eternity of 6 minutes each. Alright, so the miso one is on the docket first here, and it says to give these a stir. In fact, it says a gentle stir, but I don't know if a gentle stir actually gets these noodles apart. One more thing to mention, I said earlier that these both contain sesame oil and sunflower oil in the oil packet. I was wrong. This just has sunflower oil, and it's just to make that oily consistency on top. So, yeah. Alright, that looks a little more like miso soup. Oh, these noodles clump together like crazy. Look at this. This does have a mild miso smell. Not terrible. Let's give it a taste and see what we've got here. Oh, come on. That's better. Well, as you probably saw, the noodles have not changed since the last time I reviewed Mike's. For the uninitiated, Mike's noodles have this really strange texture. They have this kind of mushy exterior and then a super bitey interior. And I have tried various cooking methods and times with them in the past, and nothing seems to be able to fix that. Some people on Mike's social media think these noodles are the bee's knees, but I just think they're weird. You get used to them, but they're still a 4 out of 10 for me. This miso flavor is not spicy, so 0 out of 10 on the spiciness scale. And now, the taste of the broth is a little better than I expected it to be, which, believe me, is faint praise. It has a minor hit of fermented miso and a little bit of seaweed flavor. More apparent is the mushroom flavor, a little earthy mushroom umami in here that I like. But not much of the other listed spices are making it through. Maybe a tinge of green onion, but I don't really taste any garlic or other spices. As with Mike's other products, this tastes like it is in desperate need of salt or MSG. Which, yes, sort of defeats the purpose of buying a low-sodium ramen, I know, but it's really close to being bland. But this is still better than the worst miso soups I've reviewed on this channel up until now, specifically the ones from Snapdragon and Lotus Foods, just name names. And at this price point, you could do worse if this is what you want. So I feel comfortable giving this cup an overall 4 out of 10. So let me wash my utensils and we'll try the spicy miso one. Alright, now the Herculean task of stirring this one up too and trying to get these noodles separated. This one smells a lot like sesame oil and tomato soup had a baby. Not bad. Yeah, the togarashi seasoning in here isn't really adding anything to the smell, but that doesn't mean I won't taste it. These noodles are impossible to declump. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Damn you, Mike. Finally. All right, same noodles, no surprise here. 4 out of 10. And they just don't want to separate. The spice level isn't bad. Given that this product is marketed to American taste buds, it's got a little more of a kick than I expected. And I don't mean American taste buds in an insulting way. It's just that what we consider spicy is pretty far from what some East Asian countries do. So this has about the same heat as an average generic supermarket hot sauce. Nothing is really lingering on my lips or in the back of my throat. It's super tolerable, very mild for a spicy product. I'm going to call it a 2.5 out of 10 for spiciness. And so the main difference between this one and the regular miso flavor is the removal of the seaweed and the addition of the tomato powder and the extra spice blend. And so the question becomes, does it make this broth taste better in any significant way? First off, the sesame flavor in this is much more pronounced, which I do like. The fermented miso flavor is about the same. The characteristic nutty bitterness that I expect from poppy seeds is non-existent. And there's really not much peppery flavor to speak of, maybe a little bit. But there is a sweet acidic kick of tomato and orange peel, and that's really the only other thing I taste different in here. But it's actually for the better compared to the other pack. I think it adds a really nice bit of acid, and it makes this a slightly more compelling flavor. You wouldn't think it, but just those small additions made this a little bit of a better experience. It still needs salt or MSG though, and I kind of wish this also had some of the seaweed from that cup in here too. So overall, the same squishy yet hard noodles, but a better broth makes this a 4.5 out of 10. Well, there we have it, folks. No more twists and turns for this review. We're done. I was bamboozled by Trader Joe's clandestine partnership with Mike's Mighty Good Ramen into reviewing something I had no intention of reviewing. Don't get me wrong, I did want to get to Mike's other flavors someday, I just wasn't expecting to do it today. Anyway, if you happen to like Mike's Mighty Good Ramen products and you have a Trader Joe's nearby, get them there. If you've never tried Mike's products before and want to dip your toes, this is a cheaper way to find out if you like them. I'm not really a fan of their products, but, you know, Mike's Mighty Good Ramen is a green company that pushes sustainability, so you could do worse by exchanging your money for their goods. I think of the 3 flavors at Trader Joe's, the spicy miso is the one that is the most complex and interesting, which is the best praise I can offer right now. So if you like miso soup with a tingle of spice, that's the one to go for. So with that, I'll be back to reviewing some Korean instant noodles for the next video, and maybe someday I'll enter the breach again and try some other Mike's flavors. Trader Joe's also has a couple of other noodle bowls that I will probably buy in the near future, so look out for those reviews someday too. In the meantime, I hope you'll click on both like and subscribe if you enjoy my reviews, and I hope to see you next time on Noodle Journey.